DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, I guess I must have become a politician because I'm doing a video down from my basement. No, I'm being facetious, but it's raining out there and I'm just like in the indoor garage, as I call it, because we have basically two garages. One is the one over there and there's this one, and one of the reasons that, well, yeah, it's still sprinkling. One of the reasons that I have the door fully open is that we had quite a problem right now, is that it's smelling heating oil. Now why? I don't know. Over here every 10 years, I probably talked about it in one of the last vlogs, but every 10 years you have to have the, the cistern. Let me see if I can get you to see something. Oh boy. In there. So that's like a special room where there's a 8,000 liter steel tank for our heating oil. Why so big? Well, the story is that here in this part of the garage, many years ago, there was a laundry, kind of a laundry service or something like that. There's still some residual pipes here and there from that. I can't see some right now. Yeah, I think like this is one here and so on. There's some residual pipes that are left over, and that was all heated with oil at the time. And so they had a really big tank which they just left there. So it's one of these heavy duty things, but it's like so get back into my story, is that every 10 years you have to have that check. That's by law. So, you know, there are no leakage or stuff like that. Well, there was no smell before. They came and tested it, and that's 2 weeks ago now. And we have problems now actually with the heating oil smell. I mean, it just permeates sometimes part of the house, especially because that's where that is over there. Right over it is the living room. So you can imagine it kind of gets through there, and it's not very far from the deck over there, so very unpleasant. So I've been trying to see if just airing it out will do, but it doesn't seem to actually be enough. So I mean, the question is, I can't see any leakages, but anyway, so we're going to have the company come back and check and see, because it's only since they did their so-called inspection and job that it stinks. But to do that, they had to take all the oil out. They remove what they call the sludge, which was in there, like that has formed itself over the last 10 years. And, excuse me, and they put the oil back in. So, you know, there's quite a procedure that could have actually made a bit of a mess. Anyway, hopefully that will be solved before long. Over there, Mrs. DC, she's going to try something this year. Well, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There you are. She bought some of those wood boxes, basically to make an overhead. To make a garden that way. So she wants to get a little back into gardening a little bit, because we kind of got out of the vegetable gardens for a while, for last few years. Been doing more flowers and stuff. Our soil wasn't actually all that good. I don't know. Yeah, I can smell the heating oil a little bit now here. Oh, anyway, so she's out working. She's been working this weekend, and because it's been raining, well, we haven't had the grandkids over. Oh, it does smell more here. It's kind of like, you never know. All of a sudden it smells and then it goes away. So it's weird. Sorry, I'm just sniffing. Oh, I've been doing some work basically for, I was going to say we're making a kind of a scrapbook for the head of the company who's leaving. So the CEO, he's leaving at the end of this month for retirement. So putting together, I'm pulling out some old pictures over the years and just trying to put them together a little bit. And everybody is being asked to do something like that, to make some type of a scrapbook for him. And they're going to put that, the assistants are going to put that together. The executive assistants, which used to be called secretaries, but I mean now they're called the executive assistants, are doing that. So it's kind of nice. It's a nice touch. And I had a big meeting with the new CEO. Well, he'll be CEO from July. It went well, but I can see he's got a slightly different vision to the one that's there. So we'll see how things go on from then. We'll see. But I like him. I mean, he's a nice man. There's no doubt about that. He seems to be a very nice man. But you know, I hope my first impression is good. Yeah. So is there anything else? Well, there's just so much to get ready, actually, in that respect this week. And I didn't end up didn't make any vlogs this week. Usually I make one in the week and one on Sunday. It's pretty well become my pattern after a while. But I haven't been watching any videos, or very few. So you've probably noticed I haven't been commenting. I haven't answered any comments, which... I mean, I'm not a very good comment answer, but I do answer them. I'll usually eventually, but I'm not as fast as I should be. But no, so I've kind of been off of YouTube this week. But I thought, well, I still got to come and try and touch base with the few of you that still watch and just say where I've been. And it's been busy, but yeah, it's one of those things. Over here, let's almost say the virus update is, things are opening up. I think just about everything now is reopened, but that doesn't mean a normal reopening. Like even they started now, they're going to open up, or they have opened up the movie theaters and all the churches and the public places, up to 300 people as far as events go, but you have to have them numbered and documented in a way that you can trace everybody. So it means that, like I said, the movie theaters, well, they have to have a lot of extra space. So, things, like I say, things are reopening, but are things going to be profitable? That's another thing. I mean, okay, sometimes a movie theater, if you go in the middle of the week, there's not many people, but on the weekend, I don't know. There are starting to be some bankruptcies. Mrs. DC was going to a fitness center. She has been for the last few years and had a coach to help her along. And we got a letter this week. Actually, she just jump in quickly. She'd even given some extra money, to save on the yearly fee. But got a letter this week saying that they're basically going under. They're not going to reopen. They just can't pay the bills. And once they've paid off the salaries and everything, there was nothing left. So is it a net loss? Well, it would be if you don't, but they've given an offer. There's another fitness club, so another sports club over just as close to us as the one where she was, which is taking everybody over again, even a large part of the employees. So she's already been there, so she's happy. As she said, she doesn't like it as much as the other place. She said it's way smaller in a way, but maybe that's why they held out. I don't know. Maybe didn't have such a big rent to pay. Who knows? But anyway, so, I mean, for her, it's going to work out. And for the lady that was coaching her, it's going to work out. But, people just lost jobs again, or businesses went flat. And I'm up to 10 minutes, so I guess that I'll just stop there. LBD, so I'll be signing off. I really hope that you're all well. Take care of yourselves, and till next time, bye-bye.